Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Children of Rath, the D&D meets Magic the Gathering RPG show, where we are playing Dungeons and Dragons in the Magic the Gathering world of Dominaria. Just to give you an idea of where things are at. How is everybody's weeks going? And hello, Lightning.
Hey, it's going.
Yeah. It's more of what it's been doing. But anyway, let's give I'm going to give you guys out there a brief summary of what's been going on, and then we'll kind of hit into who people are and what their characters are feeling from everything that's been going on. As I take a halt for this ongoing plague that I have not gotten rid of in 3 months. Probably should go back to the doctor.
You're just a little dead.
I don't know. So, if you missed the last week's episode, they've been exploring under the sea in a submersible. They managed to get a hold of, convince someone to help use. And said submersible took them to a merfolk village. And from there, they got an escort to a merfolk city on the back of a massive Leviathan, Slinvoda.
Yep.
They have settled into what can best be described as the diplomatic quarters, which are air breather quarters on Slinvoda. Which they have been warned, be careful, if you flood things, well, you know, good luck.
I can flood things all I want, it won't bother me.
This is true, but they might not give you a nice place anymore if you flood things.
Yeah.
You have nice quarters now. You know, everything is very nice. It's got furniture which seems to have been built into the very superstructure of the creature whose back spines you're built in. This entire thing is built into. Yeah, good times.
Spiny boy.
Spiny boy. Let's go through our players' characters kind of thing. Lindsay, why don't you say hi and then tell us how Wintress is doing now?
Hi. Wintress is trying to convince Carrie that she's not gonna drown.
Easier said than done in this circumstance.
Yes. After being told we will drown if we pop the bubble.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the bubble is difficult to pop, at least. Well, continuing on, though, Joe, how are things with you? How's Claude doing?
Things are okay, and Claude's going swimmingly.
I mean, you can turn into a merfolk.
Total pun intended.
Yeah. Shape-changing powers help in this case.
Shape-changing powers activate.
Form of merfolk.
A water slide.
Gosh. A gopher. I don't know. Look, let's make fun of the...
A gopher slide.
Yeah. Moving right along, though. I'm not going to reference any more Wonder Twins. I've done enough. Lee. How is Lee doing, and how is Maxwell doing?
Lee's doing good. He finished a pretty significant part of his his work recently after spending after 2.5 weeks of doing it. Maxwell's doing better. He's been kind of naked without his clothing when swimming underwater, but you know, maybe things might be looking up for him. Maybe he'll be able to wear his clothes.
You have a really nice shirt you can at least wear, even though you don't have a bottom.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it's like the torso thing. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have pants, but you're a skeleton. You don't really need pants.
Nothing to cover up for sure.
Well, you're trying to cover up the fact you're a skeleton normally.
I guess.
He's got those scrawny bone legs. And then, of course, we have Fish. Fish, how are you and Kazarin doing?
Pretty good, actually. It was a little rough at first. Being underwater and only having 20 minutes of air at a time. Things got better after we started using magic.
Magic always helps in a lot of these situations. And it helps that you're, like, you're 2,000 years old elf. Remember, he could cast a spell to help.
Yeah, that was helpful.
It's like, oh yeah, I haven't done this in, like, goddamn centuries.
Took him long enough to do it.
It's like, I always use potions. Oh, wait, I don't need to. And of course, then, we have Mads and Carrion.
Listen, I think everyone knows how Carrie feels right now, and it's not good.
You're gonna drown.
She's gonna drown. She's already done that like 3 times over the course of this campaign. So
Even though you have water breathing, you're going to somehow find a way to drown.
well, you can't have water breathing like all the time. What if like she accidentally like stabs the bubble, and then the bubble bursts, and then she's stuck in a room, and then she drowns?
Well, then don't stab the bubble.
Maybe
isn't
she
the- actually-
doesn't know.
Wasn't the water breathing spell for 24 hours?
Yes.
Sure.
So actually, yes, you could have it all the time.
The pressure spell, though.
Yes,
The freedom
that would
of
be the
movement
problem.
he uses for you to ignore the fact that there is pressure. You know?
You could be crushed.
That's even worse.
But,
Yeah.
so all of you are effectively settling into your quarters. What do you want to do now? You've been left to your own devices. You were informed that there were others around here, and if you wanted to go to the dinner, which is, it's not quite like cafeteria, it's more like, I'd say, I compare it more to like a college dining hall, but like with probably more custom meals, you know. So a little nicer, but still. And there will be food there later on.
Yay, food.
You know,
Well,
what
I
is-
don't eat, so this it's a
I
lot
don't
less
have
appealing
to.
to me.
I like the taste
I
of
guess.
it, though.
I like the atmosphere. Like I'd hang for that if you guys want to go eat.
Well, it's also a chance to try to talk to the other people here.
Also a good point. Get to know
Figure out
local
who the
culture.
other roommates are.
Can we just knock on their doors? Like, are we allowed to?
I mean, you could, but you were warned by Leyland that they probably won't take kindly to it. You kind of
Yeah,
keep to yourself as much as possible. Again,
She said, you know, if you want to introduce each other, to introduce ourselves to them, it would probably be best over dinner when everyone's in the same room.
Okay, that's fair.
And
I'll
not
wait then.
barging in on people going, hey, I don't know you, but let me read your mind.
It's gonna happen. What do you guys want to do?
Dinner could be good. I like dinner.
Dinner could be good. And then some alone time in our rooms. I think we could all use that too.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Liz, we had like a week of alone time. Well, no, we didn't. We had a week
No,
of just.
we
We had a
touching
week of
each
being
other.
stuck with each other.
We had a week of active hostility. That's right.
Yeah. That's why I
The
said,
week
and then
of
some
war.
alone time in our rooms, I think, for the
Ooh,
night.
yeah. No, that's true. Yeah.
And then going out tomorrow. Because even being stuck that close with Max, as close as I am, I'm probably fed up with him.
Oh, I thought
Even
you
though
liked
I
personal
spent-
time.
Even though I
Remember-
spent hundreds of years with him.
Remember, we still have the return trip home.
That's why
We'll be
I think
even closer.
I think a good night by ourselves would do us all well.
Let's do just that. Let's get some meals. Let's vegetate, shall we?
Your bones, you can't turn into plant.
I ignore Winchester and walk to the
corpses
dining room.
Corpses eventually do fertilize the ground and plants grow out of it.
Well, the meat part of the corpse is fertilized.
There
The
could be
bones
some
part.
marrow still in there.
Anyway,
So far, the plan has been to not find out if there's marrow.
Agreed. I'm just saying he could still technically fertilize something.
We could crack them open and see.
Is that supposed to be sexual? Because it kind of sounded a little bit sexual.
I
I'm
wasn't
not in the
going
room
that
at this
way,
point.
but
You guys are just doing that.
look, if you guys want to have sexy time, I'm not going to stop you. Just let me know.
with the man with no junk.
The man with no junk. That sounds like a song cue, but we'll just like leave it off that.
Like the man with no name.
Yes. Good times. Anyway, so what is the overall plan? Just kind of wait and head to dinner when it comes up?
Yeah, I think we could all use a little us time.
Okay. You'll head to your own rooms, kind of see. The only one that seems unaffected by the entire ordeal under what you were doing there is, of course, Nim. No matter what
Even
happened,
Radiant?
Radiant in the entire thing just probably towards the end there just resulted in like praying a lot and trying to correct your bad behavior.
Sounds like her.
We did have a prank war. That's true.
Mm-hmm. She really didn't want you to, and it didn't really stop it.
Nope.
Mm.
It held off the active hostility for like a day and a half.
Hey, at least we didn't prank her.
It wouldn't have worked.
Well, I know, but we didn't try.
That's true.
We didn't try to prank her.
Anyway, so a couple hours will pass, and eventually, though, trying to figure out how to spell that. Oh, that's why it's really
B-O-B.
You forgot the silent Q.
It's just as bad.
Oh.
It's just another one of those things where it's like, this name, I cannot pronounce it for the life of me. And I'm
Bob.
I'm trying to. But anyway, you can head to dinner then, after a little while. Kind of resting up and recovering yourselves. Is that the plan for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
So you'll all meet up heading to dinner. As I said, it's a nice kind of area. There's like a main long table. It looks as though that it kind of has some separations to it, that it's like multiple tables that are kind of lined up in a way with one long cloth kind of put over all of it. But it doesn't look like there's much actual like... The tables aren't taken apart, at least. There seems to be some kind of like an open kitchen, more like you see kind of where you only see that there seems to be you hear some cooking, but you don't see who's back there. You just hear a lot of noise coming from there.
I'm going to assume it's probably the one person. Oh no, she said there was a cook, didn't she?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's some dude. Well, maybe he'll be serving us, and we'll find out who it is.
You can sit around.
I'll wait patiently.
Yeah, no one will come though. You just kind of wait around for a while. Eventually, though, another man will come in. He's a very fine-dressed man. Very nice outfit. He's going to actually move over to where the... itchy ear. Where the kind of, like, open end is. He's like, hello? Yes. And he's going to, like, talk with someone in there. And he seemingly is going to order something. Then he's going to go and sit down.
I guess we have to order food.
Is there a menu?
You don't see any?
We could ask. I'll get up and walk over to the kitchen door.
Is there fish?
as I said, like there is a door, but there's also this like kind of open wall where it kind of like,
or
where
the open
a
wall.
place. So think of it like in a restaurant where the place
Yeah.
where like food would be put up. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll walk up to that.
You don't notice anybody. You hear some noises.
Excuse me.
Ah! What? Ah! Oh, hello! Ah! What can Gleed do to you? As this goblin in like a apron and like a chef's hat comes out.
Out of game, please don't do anything to me. My friends and I are new guests here. We didn't know how dinner works.
Ah! You order.
Is there a menu?
Oh? What do you want? Maybe Gleed can help.
What do you have to offer?
Fish.
Any other kinds of seafood?
Fish.
Just fish. I guess I'll have some fish then.
Good. I will give you fish dish. What fish dish do you want?
What fish dishes are there?
Baked fish, grilled fish, cream fish, fish sandwich.
I'll take some grilled fish, thank you.
Grilled fishes, yes. Excellent.
Next, I look at one of you guys.
I'll go.
Is there fish?
There's fish.
No, they're all out of fish.
I also. Oh.
All they have left is cream fish.
Okay.
I'll go up.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
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 Goodbye.
Why are you undersea? Ambassador?
Well, I just kind of looking around, you know. What are you doing under there?
Pays good. Surprisingly, you know, I respect cooking more than did back in Shiv.
I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. Raw fish for me. Just, you know.
Yes.
You're from Shiv, you know.
Yes. Do you want anything with it? I have seaweed. I have strange undersea vegetable. I don't know what this is.
Hey, I wasn't
but
offered sides.
But it's not fish, but lives undersea.
Ooh, that sounds good.
He holds up something. And he's like, I think said cucumber of sea, which does not look like cucumber. It is squishy and seems alive. Like
I'll try it.
Like animal.
Sure, we'll give it a
then.
shot.
So, fish and cucumber of sea. There you go.
Yes.
Very easy plate. Here you go.
Gaz grabs his raw fish and sea cucumber and walks back.
So you're having sushi.
Yes.
Kinda. I'm picturing it's literally just a raw whole fish.
It is just a raw whole fish, yes. Yep. You just have like a whole fish just right there, right for you.
Fish has a whole fish.
Do.
Carrie, what do you
Stop
want?
eating yourself.
Good, Barry. I don't think I want anything.
You want fish? I think they
No.
have fish.
I don't want fish.
They have cream of fish.
That's even worse.
They have seaweed.
Isn't
Do I
that
look
like
I
green
eat
paper?
seaweed?
Offer.
No.
They have
Seaweed
other
is not
under.
green paper.
They have other undersea plants and this thing. And I hold up the sea cucumber.
That looks amazing.
Do I even know what the sea cucumber is, or do I have to make like a check?
Nature check. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make
a
this
nature
as
check.
well so that I know what I'm eating.
Sure.
See. First roll of the night's not good. I don't know about a sea cucumber. Looks like a cucumber to me.
I might. It's not terrible.
You're pretty sure you've heard of like some stuff that's not fish, like that lives on the bottom of the sea and eats stuff at the bottom of the sea. Some of them are edible. You're not sure if this is one of them. It doesn't look like a crab, but you've heard of crabs that are down there. And there are other things, too.
At least it's not a geoduck.
Those things are wild, but
At least it's not a goblin shark.
it's probably more edible. I don't know. Kaz is just gonna take a big bite out of it.
That's so gross.
It's fine. I don't know. It's a sea cucumber. Don't ask me on that one.
It's gooey and squishy and salty.
Oh,
That sounds about right.
And probably very gritty and sandy as well.
Apparently, it has a slippery texture and a very bland taste.
I was just gonna look that up.
However, I'm from a volcano land, so I don't have taste.
Volcano land.
Unless something's extremely spicy, I just don't know. So I'm just gonna eat it.
It looked like a caterpillar.
I'm gonna get some cream of fish and bring it back to Carrie.
Okay.
Good Mary, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. I do not want fish.
What do you want then?
I'm just gonna sit here and see if I have any rations buried in my pack. And try not to throw up.
It's just a little bit of water.
Good Mary, we are under the ocean?
Yeah, like I said, a little bit of water.
It's a lot of bit of water. A little bit of water is a bathtub. This is like a lot of bathtubs.
How many bathtubs do you think it makes to take an ocean?
At least 20.
Okay. That's only 20 little bits of water.
I'm gonna go back to my room, cover myself in like 12 blankets, and hope I don't
I'll
die.
see you later.
Yeah. Yeah, Carrie's going back to her room, burying herself in like 12 blankets, and trying to forget that water exists.
Only thing is, if water did come into your room, those blankets would weigh you down.
Just sweet embrace of death, come quicker.
Anyway, afterwards, after a while, another person will enter in. A man that's dressed in like heavy leathers, but it looks as though there's this weird mix of both savagery and craftsmanship from it. You know, there's a very wild side to the design of his outfit, but you can see how well it has been very well made, and he looks human, but he's kind of got a grayish tinge to his skin.
Spooky.
Is he hot?
If you like men with chiseled bodies, scars and stuff, and he looks incredibly muscular.
Sounds pretty hot.
He does carry a very large sword with him on his back.
Yeah, he's
His
hot.
name Conan.
Probably.
Conan.
But he orders something, and then comes and sits down in his own separate area. Eventually, the first man will get his kind of order in. We'll go and get it and kind of come back with this dish that looks to be some kind of fish stew. Each of your orders will come in. For those of you that did order food, that wasn't just raw and gets it right away. And the tough-looking man will go over and he'll kind of get what looks to be like a whole like roasted fish. And
Is
he'll
it a
like,
big fish?
yeah, he gets like a big one. He'll take like a knife and he'll just like kind of swish down the side, like clearing it off the ribs. Like he can just like masterfully like carves it himself.
Wow.
The last one to enter is a younger man in kind of these sage robes, who will kind of move over. He'll go up to the thing, and something will be there for him, apparently, as whatever meal he wants. He arrives just in time to get it, and he'll go and sit down at the far end of the table, away from everybody else, seemingly like reading a book. A little after
Who
this,
was the... Oh, go ahead.
a little after this, though, Nim will enter and be like, "Oh, gentlemen, how are things?"
I have learned of the sea cucumber.
Are those edible?
Yes.
All right, then.
At least for goblins.
But I never thought to try one.
It tastes like nothing and has a terrible texture, Kazran says as he takes another bite.
Glad
Carrie
you
doesn't
enjoyed.
like cream of fish.
Nobody does.
Just eating my little spoonfuls of fish soup.
I'm still eating it because I'm hungry and I'm gonna fucking eat whatever I have. But it tastes like nothing.
Mine tastes delicious.
Have you introduced yourselves to these others down there? And as you'll see, like he'll look over there, and then his words will actually train off as he looks down at the other people farther down the tables for a second, as he'll like be looking down that way and be like, shake his head for a moment and be like,
What did the first guy look like again?
man in very fine outfit, leathers, definitely like something that you'd see like upper class human.
Okay.
All three of them seem to be human, except for the one that has the grayish skin is kind of like odd.
Right. No, we haven't had the chance. The one gentleman seems to be reading and didn't want to interrupt him. And I think we're all a bit hungry after that trip.
Understandable.
We were going to get to that.
Well, excellent.
Oh, you have to order at the window.
Oh, I shall go do that.
They have lots of fish.
Well, that's good.
I heard they have sea paper.
Seaweed.
That, yeah. Seaweed.
Don't say that word around her.
A little while after like eating some of his food, the man in the like finer outfit will kind of like pick up his food and kind of slide down towards the lot of you and like, "So, travelers, nice to meet you. Oh, perhaps I should introduce myself. Declan, ambassador to Arvada."
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice
We
to
were
meet you.
just at Orvada.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Well, welcome. What brings you here to Slinvoda? I don't see many surface dwellers, and my company doesn't have the best conversation skills.
Well, our friend here, Nim, brings us here.
Oh, hello. An elf.
He's magical.
Many of them do seem to favor that. Well, how are you enjoying Under the Sea and the meals here? It's not great, and let's see, the amount of time you have to wait for business is not always grand. And as I said, not great conversation pieces from either of them.
Personally,
haven't-
I can't wait to get back to solid ground, if you catch my drift.
It's pretty solid around here. So what's a goblin, a core, a human, and an elf and jester doing down here?
You're not gonna mention the tief- Oh wait, the tiefling left. That's right. Yeah.
Yes, the tiefling left. The tiefling is not here right
Thanks, Mom.
Well,
Is that lemon?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know. I'll look at Nim and just go like, give him a look of, what do you want to divulge?
Oh, we're just... I have an acquaintanceship with the Emperor of Vidalia, and I was trying to arrange for a meeting here. Just some catching up with an old friend, so to say, you know? Made a deal back in the old days with him. You know,
We
elves,
also,
long-lived.
We also are looking to visit the university.
Be careful of that one all the way to the end. It seems like he's been using the university a lot. I think he's from one of the Talarian academies. Not sure which one.
What about the big buff one?
Oh, that's, Tenbath. Yes, he's from Keld. I didn't know Keld had ambassadors. Apparently it's some kind of thing where they might murder each other to somehow get the right to do it. They have a lot less battles to the death nowadays, so it might not be battles to the death, but, I don't want to visit a frozen wasteland of murderous mercenary barbarians, so haven't found out.
Are they all like him?
Oh, the skin tone. Is that what you
No, the build and general appearance.
Oh, yes, yes.
Whew.
Apparently there's been some strange intermixing with their bloodlines, but maybe you know about them. What did you say your name was? Ah, yes, I am Nim. Former of Lanoir, travel extraordinaire. Well, Mr. Nim, I'm sure you realize that there is elven blood in amongst the Keldans. Refugees after the Phyrexian invasion that ended up in Keld.
Keld's always been cool.
Well, lately they have been, though they say that there's a few groups that are a bit more, ooh, what's the word for it? Violent nowadays.
Hot-headed.
Hot-headed from the cold.
Yes, exactly.
Interesting. And I assume you're here on some kind of business.
Oh, much. Ovada always has business. Making sure trade routes go through the Vodicea is incredibly important. Making sure to keep nice with our merfolk neighbors is one of the top things. There are plenty of merchants that have lined my pockets to make sure that I'm doing a good job here. It's not a cheap thing to come down here and spend some time and to distract myself from my business, and some donations to allow me to do my work down here as ambassador to the entire country helped a lot.
How do you
I'm proud
find
of
the
you.
accommodations?
Strange. I believe I've come down here twice before to the Under the Sea. Once here and once to the other city, Atlantis. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not supposed to be what it is. They kept correcting me. I can't remember what it is. Look, we just call it that in Ovada. Apparently it's wrong. Go figure. I didn't know that until I came and became an ambassador. Try to pronounce his name and then I correcting you.
I You would think if you were an ambassador to a place, you'd know about their culture and how to say things.
When you learn from your rest of your people, and your books all call it Atlantis, that's what you call it.
Sure, but then after they correct, you should know the correct way.
Unfortunately, I'm just a little bit,
Old
get stuck
habits
in it.
die hard.
Yes. I do know to correct myself, but it's something that I accidentally do here and there.
You'll get it eventually.
Yes.
So how is it actually pronounced?
Atlantis. I believe I'm correctly pronouncing it.
A lamp cheese?
Close enough. Though you'd probably have to speak to one of the people that live there to really go about it. Look.
Is there any interesting places in town? Excuse me, in town that you would recommend?
Plenty. Depends on what you're looking for. I
What's
know
the
where all
entertainment
best...
like?
Ah. Well, if you're looking for something a little bit more blasé, they have some very interesting plays and music theaters here. Or they have some places with some unique forms of dancing, too. Some very, very pretty merfolk girls.
Dancing?
Dancing. It's interesting to see how a being that lives completely undersea can dance in such ways. Since you're not stuck to the ground, you can find new ways to dance. It's very beautiful.
Is it?
Guys, we gotta go see the dancers.
Wait, hold up about that. Is it only female dancers?
Well, I'm pretty sure I've never gone to any of the other places. There might be some for some male dancers, too.
I will look for those as well.
Is there any seating for non-mortal breathers?
Unfortunately, I don't think there is in most of these places. I would recommend you borrow or buy one of their water-breathing, magical water-breathing contraptions.
I have my own means, but thank you.
I'm working on my own.
They're a little more expensive than just grabbing a potion, because they protect you no matter how deep the city goes.
Where do they keep them?
Not sure. You would have to talk to Miss Leyland.
Oh, I should clear. I'm not looking to steal. I just want to. I'm an artificer. I just want to see them. Like, no.
Ah. Interesting. Guessing since you're an artificer goblin from Shiv, yes?
Yes, yes.
Well,
He
seems like...
always has to clarify that he's not stealing stuff, and
They assume because you're a goblin that you're trying to steal things.
Well, most of the goblins
Well,
that
you
don't
stole
come...
my heart, Kaz. It's okay.
The majority of the goblins that don't come from Shiv do tend to be very, well...
Sticky-fingered?
I wouldn't call them sticky-fingered. I would call that they have problems.
Kleptomaniacal.
True, and there are plenty of other goblins across Dominaria in various places. It's just that it seems like those of you from Shiv have the most culture.
Self-restraint.
That's
Culture is one way, but they have their own culture. It's just their culture's more based on, I guess, more accepting of stealing, which is fine. Just Shiv's different.
I heard that there was boiling sea snakes in Shiv.
Near Shiv, yeah. True. There are.
And I'm so excited to one day eat one.
Oh.
You're welcome to give it a shot.
Live or cooked?
Well, It's already boiled, right? So
No,
I don't think it works that way.
what do
It's
you
hard.
think?
well, it's hard because like it's called the boiling sea, and that's largely because it's not that it's boiling. It's just
It's
hard to
volcanic.
but they won't be cooked if you just kill one and eat.
Most creatures don't come pre-cooked.
No, that's true. Which is a shame. It's a lot of things easier.
You know, you could always order things cooked.
Yeah, I know. It's just when you order things cooked, generally they also remove the bones from it. The bones have a nice crunch. And they're like
Just
small and thin
Ask
ones.
for a hole.
You can order a whole something grilled or something.
Yeah, there's just something about like how it still sticks to the bone when you're eating it, when it's like raw rather than cooked, where it can slide off the bone. I'm fine eating cooked. I just prefer things raw. Except for the sea cucumber, it has no bones.
So would you prefer it cooked?
I don't know.
At least it could be seasoned then.
Maybe. Kaz takes another bite out of it.
Is there any shops down here that you would recommend
Oh,
adventurers on visiting?
plenty. Adventure types, well, those are hard to say. Plenty of shops, various clothing styles, objects of art, jewelry, things of expense. Probably some, if you're looking for something a little bit more basic, there's probably some interesting tool shops. I'm sure there's a place for weapons and armor. There might be some kind of... And for the life of me, I don't know how they do it, but the merfolk have some kind of technique for using potions and stuff. Similar to the bars. Have you seen that they have, like, unique drinks?
Yes, they're very viscous.
Yes. They create stuff that's effectively doesn't float in water. Kind of like oil floats on the top of water. It's stuff that sinks down to the bottom instead. Always very strange.
Yes, I wonder what the texture would be like drinking that.
Unless you like salt water, I wouldn't recommend it.
Mr. Ambassador guy?
Declan.
Mr. Declan? Do you think I could introduce myself to Mr. Telbath?
I also want to introduce myself to Telbath.
Tenbath, if you want to introduce you to him, that's fine by me. I'm not saying to stop. It's just that he has very few things on mind other than smash, eat. I don't know. Maybe he has more of an intellectual mind, but he's yet to show it. Most of the time he...
Smash and eat sounds good!
I mean... I'm just saying, if there is...
Sounds like Carrie.
Well, be up to you if you wish to, speak with them.
I want to slowly slide over
I'm
closer
gonna-
to...
Quickly slide over.
Why are you guys flirting with this guy?
Because he's hot.
I guess. I mean,
Because he's Carrie, but...
I'm actually
Great.
going to excuse myself for a moment.
I'm just gonna like play music during this whole scene to
And
make it
I'm
funnier.
actually going to head over to Carrie's room.
Oh. I'll just play the lute. I'll play Careless Whisper, actually.
Alright. So, you're gonna move over to the, barbarian man. He's like... You just see him, like, kind of knifing up. Now he's, like, chewing on some of the bones. like picking his teeth with them, as he's already gotten through his fish. He'll notice that like he's using like one of the rib bones, and he used it to like pop out the fish eyes and eat those too. And then he's sucked out stuff from inside the head and he's being very like thorough in eating everything.
You got really good eating technique.
He's just gonna like look up at you when you say that and kind of sneer.
Yeah.
What kind of fish is that?
No.
Windress.
He's gonna kind of sneer at you again and go, fish. It's like he like picks something large out and then like just kind of like, you know, he does that thing where you pick something large out of your teeth and then eat it, you know? And after he's done, he like kind of takes it and he shoves the rib piece into what's left of the fish's head.
Man, you got an appetite.
You do have a big appetite. You have anything else that's big?
Bing, 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 bing.
He'll like raise an eyebrow towards you and then look towards Wintress and be like, she wants to find out.
No, it's him that wants to find out. But
Too
I just
small
want to know
for
what
me.
kind of fish.
Too small.
You are tiny, Taz.
Maybe.
You're like
Oh.
you're like the size of his fist.
He's a very tall, big man. You know.
Tall, yeah. I'm aware.
You brought this upon yourself, Cat.
I know, I did. I'm trying to figure out how to respond. A little disappointed.
You could rebuild your body so it's bigger.
Can.
If only I could lend you my shape-shifting powers.
Yeah, that'd be...
Let you become a giant.
Although, like, listen. I know that, like, I probably can't change his mind about this, because that would require rolling with charisma.
Natural 20.
Can I give it a shot just to see what fucking happens?
Sure.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
You can do it, Kaz.
Oh, wait, hold on. I cast Bardic Inspiration on Kazran.
Oh, hell yeah. Good, nice wingman move. Let's see what happens. It's probably not going to go well because I'm shit at any charisma-based thing. But hey! Hey! And what's the Bardic Inspiration? What die is
I
that?
think it's 1d6, I think.
It might be a D8 now.
Oh, did it get buffed?
It goes up at certain levels.
Yeah, you did go up to a D8, I believe.
Oh, yeah, it is a d8 because I hit level 5.
Yeah.
Go nuts.
All right. 19.
Well,
Okay.
Ting.
He's gonna put a big hand on his heart. You're a very nice
Goblin.
goblin, but not my normal type. And I'm not desperate right now.
I suppose that's
I
fair.
don't think you could ever be desperate.
No, that's a good point. I was not looking like that.
It was nice talking to you. Enjoy your fish.
Whatever.
Change your mind. I'm going. If you change your mind, I will be around.
I mean, if she ever wants to visit my room, she looks like she could take
Oh,
me.
thanks.
You got good muscles.
I worked so hard for him.
Remind me of my wife.
oh shit, he's taken!
Fuck.
I don't think that matters to him.
No.
I could have, cut to the chase for you guys and done detect thoughts earlier to help out.
Not to semi-nomadic barbarians. I mean, it really doesn't.
Does that not work on them?
You could.
You'd probably kick my ass, though, right?
If
Yeah,
he,
he'd kick your ass.
he would kick your ass if he found out.
Yeah,
You would snap your bones.
But you don't
I
have
would
to. You don't have to dive deep.
No, you could just use surface thoughts.
Do I get punished for surface level?
No.
No.
No. You can just
Right,
read
the-
people's surface thoughts. It's when you probe.
Yeah, when you try to
Yeah.
go deeper.
Fair.
That's
Fair.
literally the point of your class.
I love it. I love playing Bard, man. It's such a good class.
You know, maybe you're right, and this wouldn't work out. I think Kaz is gonna walk back. Hearing the wife thing, that kind of threw Kaz off a little.
I'll see you around some other time, Mr. Telbath.
He'll leave. He was finishing up anyway.
Do I get to Carrie's door?
Sure.
You're muted.
I bet you know what I said, unmuted. What do you want?
I wanted to inform you that the one gentleman is actually a scholar, probably from one of the Solarian academies. If you're looking in an inn to get to the library, he might be a good contact.
I'll probably see him at breakfast. Assuming breakfast isn't fish.
I think it's going to be mainly fish down here.
Fuck.
We are under the sea.
Breakfast could be like caviar.
I was going to say that too. Fish eggs.
Fish egg omelet.
I don't know if you could really make an omelet.
No, you can't. It'd be really bad.
Okay, yeah, oh god. So he is like 7'6".
Oh, that was ambitious of Kazran.
Keldons are traditionally above 7 feet tall. Mhm.
They're almost large.
They are.
I was-
They are just shy of large. They are very big
remember-
people.
I was looking into being a Keldon. Yeah, I'm remembering now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yup.
He would explode you.
Bold of you to assume I wouldn't top, but all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Carrie, I just wanted to let you know and give you the option.
The door's gonna open. Carrie's wrapped in a blanket, but I'll at least come back to dinner.
The grilled fish is quite good.
I don't want fish.
Dang.
I can see if they have anything else.
No, I found some rations in my bag. It's not the first time I've lived off of hardtack.
Yes, I'm kind of lucky if I don't like the options. I really don't need to partake.
Fuck you. Let's just get back. And if Goodberry asks me to eat some of that cream fish, whatever the fuck, again, I am punching her.
Yes, I don't blame you. That looked disgusting.
Actually, probably didn't. It was just like a. It was basically a fish soup, like a cream of fish soup.
It was soup.
Yeah.
Still not
It has
great.
carrots in
Cream of
it.
fish soup?
It was like a bisque, like a fish bisque.
It was fine.
Yeah. You're not.
I
Sure
just don't like the
You're
thought
not
of
sure
cream.
where he got
Okay.
actual cream from, but
As someone who doesn't like fish in general, I just looked up cream of fish soup and almost threw up. It looks gross.
I don't know what you're talking about. It is wonderful.
Oh, it looks fine.
Yeah.
It's just someone who doesn't like fish or soup.
I enjoy bisques and chowders a lot. And not just fish ones. Other ones too. Like a corn chowder.
I had lobster. I had like sherry lobster bisque once. It wasn't that good. It was probably the sherry part.
Yeah. Sherry you have to be careful with because it can definitely be overpowering if you're not careful.
I was like
I'm
16 too. I was like,
not looking at the chat anymore.
Mhm.
That made me nauseous.
Man. I need to hope that some point I can go back to Ocean City, New Jersey this year because they have a place that has a really good lobster bisque there. Anyway,
I love their lobster bisque. I love lobster bisque.
Spatafora.
I am not a fish person, but I do like seafood.
I'm a fish person.
You're just fish.
You are
Yeah.
fish.
Got him.
Seafood.
I think we
is
got
the best.
distracted a bit.
We got distracted by seafood, which is fine because as Carrie is heading to the food area with you, even though she's not going to eat with you, we will go to our break because we are about at that time. So.
Oh no, I'm going to break.
So if you
I'm
need
about to break.
so if you need to use the restroom, you gotta go get some snack, gotta go get a new fill up your drink. Go ahead and do it, and we'll be back in a little bit.